You're probably watching this video because you know that you should be charging more, but you're not quite sure how. So in this video, I'm going to break down a game-changing strategy for you to 4x your fees in 4 very simple steps. I'm being incredibly serious, and what I share with you could add thousands of pounds, if not tens of thousands of pounds to your business account in a very short time period. In fact, you can do this in the next few days. And I call it the Date Your Dream Client Toolkit. You have to start to date your dream client if you want to create exceptional results for your clients and you want to create exceptional results for you. So there's 4 key components to this. And the first thing, the kind of question that I get asked a lot inside my live programs when I mentor and coach people is like, hey Jazz, but I want to grow my offer, but I'm not sure how. Or they start to think about things like mindset and start to say, well, nobody in my market will pay that, or my clients can't afford this, and all of that sort of stuff. So there's other videos that I can teach you on how to get rid of that jargon mindset that's holding you back. But once you've got through that mindset and you're clear that you want to increase your prices, next question that I get is, well, Jazz, like, what do I include in my offer? So I'm gonna give you 4 simple things that can be really powerful. And the first is to create a digital asset. And I'm gonna show this to you in a very simple way, which the numbers might not be the same for you, and that's fine, but you can just adapt it. I'm just gonna make it really, really simple. So let's say you are a life coach or a career coach that helps people to develop a 6-figure mindset. Okay, a 6-figure mindset so that they can become a 6-figure contractor or a 6-figure entrepreneur of some kind. Okay, cool. So the 6-figure, so let's say now you then have a 6-week masterclass online where you're live on Zoom and you coach them through this process on a 6-week journey. And let's say, for example, you charge £1,000 for your 6-week program. Cool. So now you've got to start to add a digital asset to this. So let's say you added the 6-figure masterclass, and that's a world-class, high-quality filmed and recorded training program that's maybe 5 to 8 hours long that walks them through this process step by step, which acts as a complement to the live coaching that you're doing. So maybe they watch training video number 1 and then they come on to session number 1 with you, and then they watch training video number 2 and then they come on to session 2 with you, which means that when you actually teach live, you can go more advanced with the strategy because they've already developed the foundation in what you've created inside your 6-figure masterclass. Now making sense? Okay, cool. So let's say now you've added £1,000 of value to your client or customer. Cool. The next thing that you're going to need is active consultancy. Now, what you're doing here in terms of the £1,000 offer, 6 weeks online for £1,000, that's already a version of active consultancy. But then you've got to ask yourself the question, how can we add more active consultancy? So one way to do that is, let's say you had, for example, a live in-person masterclass or workshop on how to create the next 6-figure step or next step along the journey, or it's a day in person or a 2-day program or something of that nature. Now, let's say that this is also valued at £1,000. Cool. So what's next, Jazz? How can we create more value? Because if you want to, Jim Rohn said this famously, right? If you want to get what you want, then you can do that by simply giving people more of what they want. So the question you've got to ask yourself is, what do my clients need from my expertise? What do Jazz need from you? Well, what Jazz needs from you right now is to subscribe to this video so that you stay tuned and you get locked into videos just like this one so that you can create more money for your business. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to have tools and or templates. So question, what kind of tools and templates can we create that's really going to help our client to get an accelerated result? Because that's what this is all about. If you can help your clients to get better results, then you can charge more and you can create more value in the community that you serve. So as an example then, if we had, let's change the color of this. Let's get this red. Here we go. So let's say, for example, under tools and templates, then we had a tool which was a offer creation template. And we might name it something a little bit more fancy than that, but for simplicity purposes of this video, let's keep it really simple. So offer creation template, which gives them the template of how to then pitch their offer to their potential client, or pitch their offer to the next big career opportunities that they want to go into, or pitch their offer for their CV and cover letter. And it's a really high quality template that they can use that is proven. Maybe you've used it yourself, maybe your other clients previously have used it, that's helped them to get massive high quality results. And then you can back that up with some testimonials and of course some truth. Now you've added an additional £1,000 to your program, another £1,000 of value. I think you can see where I'm going with this, but at the end, I'm going to show you how to package this all together in just a moment. And the final thing is the biggest thing that I see most coaches, consultants, especially agency owners, they miss. They miss this and it pisses me off. And it's because they don't have enough of an emotional connection. They have only a logical solution, which then provides only a logical result, which is somewhat short freaking lived. And it's short-lived because the agency owners, typically they'll get you a really high quality result in the first 3 months, and then after that it starts to dwindle off, and they're like, oh, not really sure what we can do, and then you get annoyed, they get annoyed, and then you end up parting ways, and then you've got to start all over again, and then the agency owner says, oh, we need to test this, we need to try this, we need to try that, we need to try this, we need to try that, and it just becomes a ongoing cycle of trying stuff that never is long-term sustainable. So, how can you mitigate that? You mitigate that by having world-class experience. Experiences that do a few things. It brings people together, it makes your clientele feel more connected to you, and gives them an opportunity that they would never have had, or they might not possibly have had it not be for you. So as an example, for this offer, let's say we're in that life coaching or career coaching space, then we have a world-class experience of let's keep the assets really simple, a 3-day retreat, right? Called the Masterful Money Mindset. Okay, again, we can make that more sexy, we can make it more appealing, we can make it more attractive, we can make it more relevant to the clients that we serve, etc. But I want to give you that as a simple framework, and let's say that is, worth at least £2,000. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what have we done? Well, we've not only subscribed to Jazz's YouTube channel, because what he's sharing with you is absolutely brilliant, but what you're also doing is you're adding significant value. So we've added £5,000 worth of value. So you might be thinking, but Jazz, okay, cool. So I'm going to now change my offer from £1,000 to £5,000. No. You would be making a mistake. What you want to do is something slightly different. Because if you want to double the price, if you want to 4x the price, you've got to 8x the value, right? I always say if you want to double the price, you've got to quadruple the value, because if, Myron Golden has this brilliant demonstration. It goes, if I give you a tenner and if I give you £10 and you give me £10, then who wins? Nobody. Who loses? Nobody. It's like, oh, how long are we going to keep on exchanging £10 with each other? We're not, because it's a dumb move. It doesn't make any sense. Nobody gains value. So in order to gain significant value and create significant value in the marketplace, your offer has to be significantly more valuable than what you charge. So if you can have an offer that is worth £100,000 as an example, and then you charge £20,000, now this makes sense for somebody to invest in that opportunity. Okay, good. So instead of just sticking this at £1,000, let's say we have 2 digital assets, and now we've created that as £2,000. We've now got 2 active consultancy programs. Maybe that's one in the beginning of the year and one at the end of the year, or one in 6 months, or whatever it might be. And now times 2, and now we've got £2,000 here. And let's say we have a couple of different templates. In fact, let's leave that at £1,000. Maybe they're £500 each. That's cool. And then you have the 3-day retreat at £2,000 as well. Okay, so now we've got, so let's say that is £2,000 for simplicity of numbers. Now we've got £8,000 worth of value. Let's create that super clear. So now we've got two tools and templates. Now we've got £8,000 of value. We demonstrate that through proof, relating it back to what it is that we shared earlier, etc. And now, instead of charging 8,000, we can do a special opportunity for, ladies and gentlemen, £4,000. What have I done? In one single conversation, I've just increased your offer by £4,000. I mean, by 4 times. Now, I've done this with businesses that generate £250,000. I've done this with businesses that generate £500,000, and I've done it with startups that generate £1,000. That literally generate £1,000 a month, right the way through to fairly large size companies that generate around £700,000, £800,000 a year. And doesn't matter what you charge right now, this offer can be £20,000, £50,000, whatever, right? It can 4x your fees once you start to really delve into how you can add more value for your clients by dating your dream client. And if you want to stay more connected to this type of information and get more leverage, you can do one of 2 things. One is you can subscribe to support the channel. That's really important because we want to grow this thing to 10,000 plus subscribers. The second thing that you can do if you want more personal, bespoke, tailored strategy to your business, you can join us at our 1-day live in-person event, where I'm not only going to show you how to increase your offers, I'm also going to show you how to double your sales conversions so that those sales conversations become more easy, they become more eloquent, and they become more conversational, more relaxed. And in essence, you start to generate way more clients and customers with way less effort. If you want to do that right now, you can secure your spot for just £1 at one of our live in-person business growth accelerator events. So don't miss out on that opportunity. Go and do it now, and I look forward to seeing you there.